Do you believe there are people willing to risk their lives just to catch seafood, knowing one wrong step could end it forever? In the US, commercial fishing is ranked among the most dangerous jobs, with a fatality rate 28 times higher than the national average. In the brutal heart of winter, the Bering Sea roars with ice. Winds rip across the deck, waves slam like walls of steel, and the floor beneath their boots freezes into glass. Here, every man knows, one slip, one hesitation, and the ocean takes you without mercy. They are not chasing fame, they chase survival, disguised as fortune red king crab. In just 7 days, they must haul in 300,000 pounds, worth $5 million. Discover how harvesting 300,000 pounds of king crab earns $5 million in just 7 days. Every pot is a gamble, every wave a reminder the ocean never loses. "260 miles northeast of Dutch Harbor, a lone vessel charges into gray water. 7 days, 300,000 pounds, $5 million. Out here, the ocean is merciless. Winds can howl at up to 50 knots. Waves can rise as high as 30 feet, walls of water towering over steel. The temperature slices through layers, turning gloves into iron and boots into ice. The ship groans with each blow, every bolt screaming under strain. In the wheelhouse, the radio crackles. Arctic storm inbound. The captain knows there is no safe option. Either push forward into chaos or return home empty. On deck, hail pelts like shrapnel. A deckhand slips, boots skidding toward the rail, saved only by a frozen grip from his crewmate. No one speaks. Out here, survival is borrowed time. Every decision could be their last. The winch screams, steel cables strain. The first pot bursts from the abyss, dripping with foam and ice. The lid slams open 54 crabs. Enough to survive, but far below the pace they need. Faces tighten, silence. Second pot, 82 crabs. Shoulders drop in relief. Hope flickers. Third pot, 46. Too few. The math gnaws at them. 70-90 per pot to stay alive. Fourth pot, 97. For a heartbeat, the sea feels merciful. "71. Respectable, but not enough to erase the whole. Then, disaster. 28 crabs. The deck falls silent. No one cheers, no one curses. Only the howl of wind fills the void. At that pace, the season is already lost. Another lift, 64. Thin. Then the next 89. Almost a cheer, but choked back. The sea punishes arrogance. Every pot is a verdict. Every number a heartbeat. Above deck, hands are purple from cold. Boots slip on frozen steel. Below deck, eyes flick to the quota bar scratched on the wall. Day 3. 110,000 pounds. Still, 190,000 to go. When the shift ends, men collapse on benches. One pulls out a photo of a toddler in yellow rain boots. Another mutters about missing his daughter's birthday. They are not only fishermen, they are fathers, husbands, trading years of family life for survival, for legacy, for a paycheck that costs them everything but love. Dawn breaks through fog so thick it erases the horizon. The tally, 280,000 pounds. Still short, 30 pots remain. Every haul drags heavier. 49 crabs, 53, 61. Teeth grind, faces harden. Each man sees the bills waiting at home, the families counting on them. Then the final pot breaches. The lid bangs open, 75 crabs, legs thrashing, claws snapping. Just enough, 300,000 pounds. For a heartbeat, silence, and then an explosion. Fists slam against steel. Men roar into the storm, laughter and curses mixing with tears. The deck is chaos. Arms thrown around shoulders, helmets tossed in the air. For a few minutes, the pain in their backs, the frostbite in their fingers, the sleepless nights, all of it is forgotten. 7 days. $5 million. The ocean nearly broke them, but not this time. They had beaten the clock, and in that fleeting moment, joy drowned out exhaustion. The storm is behind them, but the work is not. Crabs are sorted immediately. The strongest go into seawater tanks, stabilized at 39 degrees Fahrenheit, bound for Tokyo, New York, Oslo. The weaker are routed to the line, boiled instantly, cooled fast, meat pulled by hand, leg by leg, body by body. At 22 degrees Fahrenheit, the flesh is frozen, boxed, and shipped worldwide. High-end sushi counters, buffets in Europe, supermarket shelves in America. Every crate carries not just seafood, but the sleepless nights, the torn hands, and the birthdays missed by men who risked everything at sea. In a restaurant overlooking a Norwegian fjord, a chef lowers king crab legs into an oak steamer lined with volcanic rock. No sauces, no tricks, just salt and heat. The meat emerges white and sweet, carrying the raw taste of the Bering Sea. Diners pay hundreds for a single plate. For them, it is luxury. For the crew, it was survival. King crab is more than food. It is the closing chapter of a brutal journey. A quiet symphony between man and ocean. Each leg cracked on a plate once scraped the seafloor, once fought against steel, once passed through hands raw and bleeding from cold. Behind every dish is a father who missed his child's first steps. A husband who traded storms for bedtime stories because family is the only reason worth gambling a life. But even fortune has its shadow. The Bering Sea is warming, currents shift, migrations fracture, populations falter, and overfishing looms like a second storm. That is why the small are thrown back, why quotas are enforced with ruthless precision. Every haul now carries a second weight, the duty to leave something behind. Technology, policy, and tradition struggle to balance survival with stewardship. Yet in this struggle lies something profoundly human. King crab is more than a dish. It is a quiet symphony between man and sea, paid for with sweat, storms, and time. Each leg cracked on a plate once scraped the seafloor, once fought against steel, once passed through hands bleeding from cold. Still, these men return not only for money, but for their families, for a heritage passed from father to son, for the hope that if the ocean is respected, it will always give back. Would you risk it? Comment below. And subscribe for more untold battles between man and the sea. The ocean never forgets, and neither should we.